What up, Steezy fam? We're going to be doing something a little bit new because part of me starting this channel was just so that I could vent. And I guess it started with me kind of venting about some music stuff, and I just sort of picked some random songs that I didn't like, and I went off on them a little bit. And it eventually led to this really cool journey where I ended up checking out a lot of Taylor Swift's music and ended up really liking it, so I have this whole new perspective on it. So anyway, that's like a whole Taylor Swift tangent. This isn't necessarily anything to do with that, but I am, gonna talk about some stuff that just gets on my nerves. Completely random, not in any order. This is the first thing that gets on my nerves. So, one thing I absolutely hate is when you're driving and people just don't fucking signal, And the reason that it bothers me is because I think it's just the laziness of it, right? Like the amount of danger you can avoid just by letting other people know what you're going to do before you do it, because you're in a car, you're probably traveling quickly in a very heavy vehicle. Like, accidents happen every day. People fucking die sometimes, and I think a lot of the times it's because of a lack of communication. And when it's a car, you're kind of reduced to honking and signaling in terms of communicating what your actions are going to be. So it really bothers me, and I swear to God, like, almost every time you look at a pickup truck like merge lanes in front of you or something like that, they never signal. So something about pickup trucks, and I know BMWs or something too, but obviously it's not exclusive to those cars, but every time it is one of those cars, it seems like they just don't signal. So what the fuck is up with that? Is it like a whole truck driver ego thing, like my vehicle's bigger than yours, so I don't have to be as worried if we get into an accident? Like, what? Why can't you? So here's the thing, this is why it pisses me off, right? You got your wheels, you got your hands on the steering wheel like this, and all you have to do is lift up your finger and reach over and just flick it up like that. It's that easy to signal. So I don't fucking know why people don't just do that. All you got to do, your hand's already there, just move your hand a little bit, reach out and hit the signal, and push that shit up if you're going to turn right, and down if you're going to turn left. That's all you got to do. And you could avoid so much. And I think people underestimate how important that is, because sometimes just letting people know what you're going to do is actually going to allow them to let you in. Like, sometimes you signal and then someone is like, oh, this person's trying to come into my lane, let me slow down. Every now and then you run into some asshole that's like, oh, this guy's trying to get into my lane, let me cut him off. And maybe that contributes to a culture of people that don't want to signal, so they'd rather just kind of, surprise you with that decision. But I think more often than not, it's just more productive and definitely safer to signal. The other thing is that every now and then people are speeding on the highway, and I know that people that are speeding obviously shouldn't be speeding. They're already breaking the law and endangering everybody. But if you just merge lanes when somebody's speeding and you didn't even signal, not, the person's speeding, so they already have a lot less time to react to stuff because they're going too fast. But if you mix that in with not communicating what you're going to do, it just makes driving all the more dangerous. And it's very possible, again, like, I'm not saying that people who are speeding are not at fault, because they're totally at fault, but if somebody is speeding and you do signal, you might actually avoid another serious accident. You might save a life. So it really bothers me because I see it every single day, multiple times. Like, every single drive I take, I just see it so often, and I'm really tired of it, and it triggers me every time a little bit because of the laziness. Like, how much easier could signaling possibly be? How much less effort could it possibly take to signal? And people just don't do it. I don't know. So that's thing number one. Thing number two is, I'm gonna put my mask on, okay? So thing number two is when you're in a place, and this is something that I notice more so from employees than customers, because employees are all required to be wearing the mask, and usually they are. Every now and then maybe they're not, and who knows why. But sometimes there's like maybe a situation. This happened to me the other day. I was at a dealership of all places because I was checking out the new Ford Mach-E. It's Ford's electric car, and I wanted to give it a little test drive. And so I walk in and I find somebody to get me set up with the car and stuff. And so the guy that ends up helping me get all set up for it, he's wearing a mask, but he's like a little bit far away from me. And so what he does is he gets closer, and in order for me to hear him better, which I didn't need to, it's not like I was saying, what, I can't hear you, speak louder, he just takes off his mask. He just takes off his mask and gets closer to me and starts talking to me. And I'm not personally that anxious about COVID, but it's really annoying that somebody would wear their mask, right? Because the whole fucking point of it is to avoid like saliva from flinging out of your mouth and becoming airborne and then inhaled by somebody else. And so, literally, when somebody takes their mask off while they're talking, they're taking it off at the most worst possible time to take off the mask. Like, if there's one time that you should be wearing your mask, it's when you're talking. And so not only do I see a lot of people that do that, like there's a situation where people are having a conversation, so someone takes their mask off, they also get closer because, oh, let me get closer so that you can hear me more easily, and I'm going to take my mask off. So if I have COVID, I'm definitely going to give you COVID. Dude, that shit drives me insane. Again, it kind of goes to like a whole just, like, how do you not realize that you're defeating the entire purpose or something like that? I mean, it's almost like wear your mask when you start talking. Don't take it off when you start talking. And then, if you're not going to wear your mask, wear it. Like, don't wear it when you're not talking, but fucking wear it when you're talking if you're going to wear it at all. I just don't. That's so insane to me that people just take it off at the worst possible time. Oh my God. Okay. So third thing, none of these things are related. They're just random things that kind of trigger me. I have these headphones. They're pretty expensive, I would say. I think they cost about $350. And they just came out, and they're actually amazing. I'm very picky about headphones. A lot of my commentary and stuff on this channel is about music and stuff. So, as a music listener, I'm very conscious of what headphones I buy. I have quite a few headphones for different purposes. And these are probably my new favorite headphones. And I've had these other headphones by Sennheiser. They're called the PXC 550s, which is a dumb name because who the fuck's going to remember that? It sounds like the name of a fucking graphics card for a computer or something, right? Like it sounds like the name of a microchip, but they're headphones. And here's the thing, is that headphones like these are kind of competing in a market to, I don't know, I guess capture an audience that would also purchase headphones like Beats by Dre or whatever, like Beats Studios or whatever, Beats Solo. I don't really know what they're naming their headphone series anymore. But why the fuck do they choose a name? Here's the name of the headphone. This is the Sony WH-1000XM4. What? Imagine me wearing this out in public, right? And it's kind of an unusual headphone. Like if I ever see somebody wearing headphones like this, it's like, oh, a man of culture. Somebody that has a taste beyond, just getting Beats, because Beats are like the headphones that are shoved in your face. They don't sound that good, extremely overpriced, not that comfortable, etc., etc. These sound phenomenal. They're really, really good. But what if someone's like, oh, dude, what headphones are those? Do you like them? I'd be like, oh, they're the Sony 1000... No, sorry, they're the Sony WH-1000 XM4s. And they're going to be like, what? The 1000 W... The 1000 XM4s, dude. Oh, okay, yeah, I'll write that down or something. I feel like these headphone companies are just really holding themselves back with stupid fucking names. That shit bothers me so much, because how many more people would know of this headphone or remember the name of this headphone if they just didn't have a stupid name? Just have a simple marketable name. Why the fuck would you call it WH-1000XM4? What asshole is working at Sony and making decisions like that, where a name like this actually ends up on the fucking product? It makes it so much harder to market the product. Ugh. And it frustrates me too, because I feel like companies like this, they get all this data like, the headphone's not doing so well. And how much of that has to do with the stupid fucking name, Who the fuck wants to buy WH-1000 XM4s, dude? Jesus Christ. So that bothers the fuck out of me, because you can make you can make a perfectly good headphone and name it whatever you want, but don't name it that. God. So I love these headphones. Maybe I'll leave a link for them in the description or something. If you're literally trying to buy like the best headphones money can buy you, when as like a music listener who wants headphones that give you like an honest representation of music but still have it sound really good, these are phenomenal. And there's quite a few headphones that sound really good, but this is the kicker. The fucking noise canceling on this headphone is absolutely the best. Better than Bose. Bose kind of sets the bar, like they kind of claim that they have the best noise canceling, but they don't anymore. For sure they're second or third to Sony's. So I keep up to date with this kind of thing. I do purchase these headphones from time to time. I've tried the Quiet Comforts, the 700 series from Bose, and the noise canceling doesn't really compare in terms of strength or quality to the Sonys, and they certainly don't really compete in terms of sound quality. And on top of that, you're just able to adjust a lot more. You have a lot more control over the experience of the headphones, and I would argue that they're more comfortable. They're probably more durable. Just everything about them is a little bit nicer. So yeah, I guess I'll just leave it at that. Those are three things that really annoy me. Let me know how you guys feel about some of that stuff, and I'll be doing more videos like this because every now and then I just need to rant. It's kind of therapeutic for me, and maybe along the way I find some people that share a similar frustration to me. So let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe and like, and let me know also in the comments if you want me to talk about some shit that really bothers you. Maybe I feel a similar way about things that trigger you, like on a daily basis or something like that. So let me know. I got plenty more to rant about. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.